I've been down a lot of different roads in life. I've never really followed a straight and narrow path. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, but overall, I'm a pretty happy guy. It's from these seemingly dead ends, fumbles, and failures that I've learned that I don't need to pressure myself into finding a deep purpose in life either. I think there's just too much pressure put on people to find your passion and your purpose in life. I want to share a few ways that I've found happiness with myself and with my family. The first thing is slow down. In order for all the following things to happen, we need to first slow down and have a think about what season of life we're in. We crave time and space to enjoy the simple things in life, so we need to strategically schedule in some of the time in the beginning when we're going to not allow ourselves to get distracted and just have some prime time to reflect. The next thing is to simply observe. This has everything to do with self-reflection and being aware of life around you, empathizing and trying to understand how your actions affect other people, even simple things like people watching. Just observe and refrain from judging. The next thing I found happiness from is being curious. This stems from a love of learning, all kinds of different things. All of this leads to more creativity. Go to a bookstore, browse through a wide variety of magazines. This will stimulate different thoughts that when you least expect it or when you're sleeping, your subconscious can filter and join some of these seemingly unconnected ideas to help you problem solve and create something new. Being curious is innate. It's something that we're born with. If you watch little children, they're curious about everything. Yes, it's because they haven't experienced as much as, being an adult. You've had a lot more experiences, so you learn right from wrong. But we put these filters on that ultimately crush our curiosity because we think we know what the outcome is going to be even before trying something. I encourage you, stay curious. The next thing is to find your flow activity. The flow state, or being in the zone, is when you're living in the moment, totally absorbed in the present activity. Time seems to slip away. The benefits of being in flow are too long to list here, but range from everything from greater happiness and peak performance to boosting creativity. To find your flow activity, start with something you already enjoy doing. Add a small element of challenge to it and eliminate the distractions around you so that you can fully focus on that activity. Some of my flow activities are gardening, photography, running, playing the shakuhachi bamboo flute. My kids, on the other hand, they get into the zone when they're doing karate, and that's both in the kata, which is the patterns that they learn, and they learn that from practicing over and over again until it's just muscle memory, and you're just going through the motions and the movements without thinking anymore. All of that takes practice, and in the beginning, it's not a state of flow because you're struggling to learn, but after repeatedly practicing it, you can enter flow. The other side from karate is in the sparring, where you practice the movements and the different blocks and attacks. And then when you're in the moment and it's really called upon to use those movements, you do it without thinking. And all of this is tied into a flow state. Another activity they have is skateboarding, when they're cruising through, and it's that perfect challenge skills balance. The last thing that I've found that has brought happiness for myself and my family is a connection with nature. Go outside, go for walks, exercise in nature. Sometimes I do a trail run, and combining one of my flow activities with being in nature. This sort of doubles the flow experience, and overall it creates a sense of happiness and healthiness. So I encourage you, whatever it takes, find your flow in nature and try to connect with the outside world on a daily basis. Check out my slow living playlist to find out some other ways that you can benefit from living in the moment.